Hello, dear viewers. Assalamu alaikum, and welcome back to another podcast session with Sourov Sir. Today, I'm here as your host. This is Sourov, head of English department of Imperial Ideal School and College, as well as I have been working as an English language instructor of Imperial English Language Club. You know what? I'm head of Sourov's Academy also. You know, you are going to be happy with hearing this kind of information about me that I'm a proudly registered member of LIAB, which is called Language Instructor Association of Bangladesh. And I have been working as campus ambassador of English Olympiad. Today we are gonna conduct a session, and it's a gorgeous session. You have been waiting for this session, I know it very well, and I would like to conduct this session as a podcast session. And today I have a special guest out there. And think what? Can you imagine? I think you have already recognized with that particular person, and he is.
I'm Rafsi from Imperial Ideal School and College. I read in class 10 from Science Department. I sit here as a candidate of the podcast with Sourov Sir, and I believe that this podcast is going to be very awesome. So I hope all of you enjoy this.
So, Mr. Mushfiqur Rahman Rafsi, welcome to the podcast session at Imperial English Language Club.
Thank you very much.
By the way, at first, before starting my podcast session, I would like to give an appreciation that you are looking fantastic today.
Yes, thank you very much. You're also looking handsome.
By the way, I'm always handsome, man.
Yeah,
Have a high five in that case? Yeah, sure. So, Rafsi, you have been delivering all the speeches and practices and all the performance before the audience as a candidate of Imperial English Language Club or as a proud member of Imperial English Language Club. But today is a different ball game. Today you are a guest, I'm a host. I would like to treat you a lot with different varieties and spicy questions is out there waiting for you. So I think I'm going to ask you some questions and you are going to give me the real answer from your core of heart.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. The first thing I would like to know, even though the audience are eagerly waiting for you, that they want to know about yourself. Yeah, sure. So tell me something about your family members.
Well, my family is very short. It's not very wide or anything.
Right.
I have one brother, me, and my brother as well. My father is living abroad. My mother is a homemaker.
Right.
And these are the 4 members of my family. That's all.
Yeah, sure. That's a pretty much short family. Yeah, we can say it is a nuclear family.
Yeah, it's a nuclear family.
But it's not longer sustain a nuclear family whenever you get married.
No, it's not going to be.
Yeah, sure. I hope so. But before career, you're not going to do it.
Maybe, who knows? Maybe I can do it.
Okay, fine. Make a commitment that I'm going to make myself established as well as the married person also.
Yeah.
It's a fun fact. But I know that you have mentioned earlier that your father has been working in abroad.
Yeah.
So your mother is close to your heart.
Yeah, that's
So among them, between 2 person, I'm not going to include your brother out there. Between 2 person, who's going to be your favorite one?
Well, it's very difficult. If you say that, what do you like the most?
Yeah, sure.
Water or something like rice? Because both are important in our parts, okay?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not going to live without water. Or you can say the most perfect example would be, do you want water or do you want oxygen?
Right.
These are the 2 examples you're giving me right now.
Okay, fine.
Which one do you like? Which one do you want?
That means both of them are your core of your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, that's a good thing.
One of them leaves, it's like one of my body parts. If it leaves,
sure.
something like it will hinder one of my living thing. It will hinder. It's a part of my body. It's a part of my heart. And if they leave me, of course, there's going to be something missing at least.
Yeah, sure. That's a good thing that the child, the young generation that you guys have been grooming up yourself with such a tendency. You're much more obedient to your parents. It's a good news to hear. And I think your parents are happy with hearing just such kind of commitment out there.
Yes.
Okay, fine. That's a good thing. But Rafsi, you were a famous guy out there with all the audience. And before me also, I would like to say you are famous just to have the excellence in English, right?
Yeah.
You have been working on it. So if I'm going to say that you are going to be an appropriate example for upcoming generations to make yourself skilled, especially in the language issues and all. So how did you study your English journey? from the very beginning, if I'm gonna start up with your childish career and all, and you can attach with your obsession also.
Yeah. So the way it started, it's kinda not very complex or anything.
Right.
At my childhood, like we as a Bangladeshi, we know Hindi, right?
Right.
80% of the Bangladeshi know Hindi. I don't know why, but they don't know. They know.
Don't you know the Hindi?
I know
Why?
Hindi.
Why?
I know
Here's
Hindi.
the real sense, man. There's an answer. Just because of we are used to watch
Yeah.
cartoon in Hindi,
in Hindi,
and in
that's
Hindi
all.
movies are so much close to us, just because of their language is pretty much similar to
Yeah,
us. It's a
similar to
parallel
us.
journey.
And of course, when we start to see the cartoons, our
Right.
mother and our father is always with us, who are seeing some serial and all of that.
Right, right.
My journey also started like that. When I was in my childhood,
Right.
I used to see English, not movies, but actually cartoons, and
Right.
sometimes. At that time, there was not podcast, but of course, you know what? When you go to the YouTube, Facebook, there are many materials
Right.
which are in English.
Right.
So I had an obsession over that. I don't know
Right.
why I liked it, but I liked it.
Yeah, sure.
And of course, it has an influence over my brothers because
Right.
they also had an obsession over that.
Right.
So by that thing, I also had an obsession over that. And when I become adult,
Right.
I'm not that adult, but still, I'm 16 or 17 years
Yeah,
old.
sure. You can call it.
So when I attended my English language club here when I
Right.
was in class 9,
Right.
I didn't attend it with an hope that I'm going to become a fluent speaker or I'm going to become a professional speaker, or neither I had
Right.
any dream of that.
Right.
But I joined it just because I think it was cool. It was best for me because I didn't have anything to do. I don't have that much of obsession over study. It's not like I don't study. I think all the doctors or engineers, if you ask them, do you like study? They're going to say, not very much, bro. I don't like it, but I still have to do it because of the duties and responsibility that I have. That's how I see my study. But in English, it's one of my favorite area that I like to do. It's not like my mother or my father or my brother is telling me that why are you not practicing English or
Right.
anything. I do it from my own judgment, from my own favoriteness. That's why I do it. I like it, that's why I do it. So the journey that started, especially it started from the English language club. Because when I joined it, I had an opportunity to share. Because
Right.
when I was in my home, I was alone. Even though I have ChatGPT, but he's a robot, he's an AI. If I have a person
Right.
in front of me, like you are talking with myself, it's interacting, right? But when I was in talking with AI, it feels like that he's an AI. He's not a human being.
Right.
So that's how my journey started. And when I turned 17 just a few months ago,
Right.
so I thought, why not become professional about this? I mean,
Right.
I'm seeing many people out there who are professional with this, and of course, we all do it for income because we have family. It's not like
Right.
I'm gonna give all the charity and all of that. No, that's
No,
not
no, no.
what our Islam teaches us, of course.
Right. Right.
So I said, if it has good income and if it's special, it's not a job which many people do. It's very rare, but it is very demanded. So why not do this? And especially when I'm good at this, why not try this?
That's a good thing, Mr. Rahman Rafsi. You did talk about it. Lots of things out there. I think I should pick up a point that it was a subconscious learning. You were not that much aware at that point of time, but now you are much more aware that what I'm going to do it, especially it's visible in front of my eyes, right? So if I'm going to say connected to those questions, I would like to have another question for you. The question is relevant to that. It was the level 1 journey for you.
Yeah.
It was. But now you have been promoted to the level 2, or you are going to touch up the level 3 also. So if I'm going to ask you, what did motivate you more to become an advanced one? Which was the basic core to become the advanced one, to make it in the second level or second tier?
The basic core was something I don't want to share it, but
Yeah, sure.
it's like a little bit of jealousy.
Yeah, sure.
It's like a little bit of pride.
Right.
Because when I listen to the native speaker or when I listen to someone in Bangladesh who's not a native speaker, but he can speak very fluently,
Right.
it feels like, why can't I?
Right.
And what has he been doing what I didn't do?
Right.
So then I looked in, of course, as I say, the English language club gave me opportunity.
Right.
But I'm not being arrogant, but I was the champion of 2023.
Right.
I also was the champion, not champion, but
Congratulations again.
thank you very much.
You're welcome.
In the last debate session, I don't think I won, but I gave a lot of my best out there. And I
Sure,
also
sure.
was the first winner of the vocab challenge,
Right.
which is not part of the spoken thing, but it's a grammatical.
Yeah, sure. I would like to include on one particular thing that Rafsi, okay, is one of the instruments to make yourself proficient in English.
Yeah.
Without the enriched vast knowledge of
Structures.
vocabulary, it's going to be harmful for students. If I'm going to say make some variety in English, you have to take the preparation or you have to
Yeah.
take the assist from the vocabulary.
Because it doesn't matter how fluent you are, if you don't know the words,
Yeah, sure.
you can't speak.
It's the case.
So that's why I was the champion out there as well.
Right.
So why I said it give me the opportunity. As I was the first one, it is
Right.
very simple
Right.
that no one was above me at that time.
Yeah, sure.
So it's not like I had a rival who I can see, I can rival with him or her, that he's improving, I should improve as well. But I was rival with someone else within my heart, which is my teacher.
You know what? That kind of ideology I developed also. In the last time I did upload a video that it's me versus me.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It's me
You
versus-
shouldn't compare with the other person. Okay, fine. It's his life. He can be better,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna be the best in my kingdom.
Yeah.
There is no competition for me.
Yeah.
So, do you believe so?
Of course, I
Yeah,
believe
sure.
so,
It's the
because-
same ideology I would like to spread up with my students, and you are gonna be the first one to spread it out.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, sure. So, Rafsi, I would like to step up in the second sections. Can I?
Of course.
Yeah, sure. You know, Red, we have been working there, and there are some students in my academy also, and language club also. They are facing a lot of problems. There are two basic
that.
questions. The two basic questions is out there. All the people always like to have. So, how can I overcome those problems? It's gonna kill me. Those people are scared of out of there, and that's why they hardly speak in English. That's the basic thing. So, if I'm gonna ask you, I just suggest to you a word. How can you overcome, or how did you overcome two major factors? It's not that being feared of speaking English, or it's just like being criticized. Someone is there to criticize.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a national issue.
Well, I want to start with a quote.
Right.
It's something like, I don't know why I watched it on social media. It's
Right.
like, it's not my ideology, but I see it's cool.
Right.
And the quote is that you'll never see a criticizer doing better than you.
Yeah, sure.
He is only criticizing me because he can't do what I do.
Don't you believe that the criticizer is good at just only in criticism?
Yeah, that's why he's called a criticizer.
Yeah, sure.
A teacher is not a criticizer.
No.
Principal is not going to criticize his student.
They are the motivator.
They are
They're
the
the
motivator.
core of the
Yeah.
motivation.
Only your enemies will criticize you.
Yeah, sure. That's
And they are
that's
your
right.
enemy, that's why.
The enviness is out
Yeah.
there. Envy.
Enviness, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Because they're jealous of you. They
Yeah,
can't,
sure,
they
yeah,
can't do what you're doing, so they just want you to take your leg up from the top.
They're going to spread out a lot of thorns on your road.
Yeah. My
Yeah, sure.
job is just to be safe from them. And if I could not attack physically, but
Right.
with my success.
Yeah, sure.
And the talk you tell me that the question that how did I overcome those, it's a little bit of different from people would think.
Right.
It's all about your personality.
Right.
It's not like that when I started to speak in English fluently, I became like this.
Right.
From the very first beginning, I was like this. When there was no, I don't know whether you know it or not, from the very first moment when the English language club didn't even start,
Right.
I was invited in the classroom for a presentation over the picnic.
Right.
At that time, no one knew about English.
Right.
There was no English language club.
Right.
There was no English instructor.
Right.
But I still stood up and said, I'm going to do this.
Right.
And I presented.
Is it the obsession about the English?
Yeah, it's the obsession.
Yeah, sure.
Something like that. No one could do it. If
Why
I
not?
could do it,
Why not
don't
I?
I do it?
Yeah, sure.
Because I know how to do it.
Yeah, sure.
It's not show off. It's just something that I like to do.
I think it's the revealing of my secrecy.
Yeah, something like
It's
that.
a hidden treasure.
Yeah. Because everybody is very good at study. Maybe I'm good at this side.
Yeah, sure.
Everybody has their own traits, of course. So
They can be king or queen in their own domain.
yeah, but in my domain, you're not nothing.
Yeah, sure.
In my domain, I'm the king.
It's a challenge.
Yeah, you can say.
Yeah, sure.
And I challenge everyone.
In a good way.
Yeah, in a good way, not in a
Yeah,
bad,
sure.
not in physical fighting.
No, in a good way. Yeah, sure. You can carry on. Okay, we did talk about how to overcome the being judgmental or being criticized by other people. I think the more we will face the criticism,
The more you will improve.
yeah,
Because
that's the basic.
That's why I was going to say that frequently when you join the stage, it feels like who is the only better person there? You teacher, right?
Right.
And he's giving you space. He's
Right.
telling Mr. Mushfiqur Rahman come to the stage for a great presentation. That means he's leaving the space
For you.
me. So he just wants me to go there and talk.
Right.
All the other people out there, not very much, not very people.
Right.
There are some
Some of
friends.
them.
Some of them are criticized that they're always in the corner. I don't know why.
Oh, they are called the black sheep. Do you know about them?
No, black sheep.
Ah, sure, black sheep.
Yeah, I heard
And
it.
so called the Kulanga in Bangla.
Yeah. It's a little bit of slang language.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So when you frequently go there, you understand that they want you to talk, and that's why you are invited.
Yeah, sure.